So here's a different take on the medium battery box. This has got a 135 amp hour AGM battery in it. That's the biggest I can fit in the medium box. All the standard inclusions: push button voltmeter, dual USB, 12 volt socket, and the Anderson plug for input or output of voltage, whatever you want to power or recharge the battery via a regulated solar panel supply. What's different with this one is the customer wanted the Victron 75 watt / 15 amp solar charge controller. This is at the top end of the 12 volt solar charge controllers. It's a price bracket of about $150. Now it's mounted on top for airflow and heat. There's no space in the box, and even if I used a large battery box, I wouldn't want to put that charge controller inside the box. So wiring on top of the box is just par for the course. So this Anderson plug for connection to the solar panel is fixed to the box. These wires go to the battery, they charge the battery. As you can see, I've elevated the charge controller, so the customer is still able to strap the battery box down. The strap still fits under there. You can strap the whole box down, and that's why I use these side clips to keep the lid in place. Strapping down the whole box is a separate attachment. This is the same old 15 amp automatic circuit breaker. It's resettable. That pops out if the loads on these circuits exceed 15 amps. Anyway, we've got a 140 watt fixed solar panel, 5 meters of cable connected to it. There's no charge control in the back of that, it's just a bare panel. Cable comes here. There's our same old Anderson. You can just connect that straight to the input of the charge controller. See that voltage rising, 12.9, and that'll creep up and creep up. Charge controller lights indicate that that's charging, but further to that, what I like to use is one of these inline watt meters. These I'll make the end connections myself with the Andersons. It's only $25 for this whole unit to my customers. So what we can do is plug that in line and have a far better visual reference of what's going on. Here we can see it's the voltage in watts output from the panel. Now you'll notice here it's a 140 watt panel and we're only getting 30 watts out of it. And that is just due to that little bit of shadow in the corner. Just that little bit. And I know that because just before that shadow appeared, I was getting 80 watts out of that panel. Look how much that output drops. 1.5 amps out of the panel and about 27 watts. Anyway, that's just a side point, as shadowing on solar panels is very critical. That's just the inline watt meter connected to the solar charge controller. Solar charge controller, it's got all its smarts and charging protocols inside there, inbuilt fuse, and that charge goes to the battery. There we have it, another variation on the battery.